We are alive.
Oh, that's not very nice.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
I guess we're live.
We are live indeed.
We're live.
Oh,
We're
boy.
live. We're
Hello,
alive.
Lupin.
Hello, everybody.
Lupin!
How is everyone doing?
Techie. We got some music going. I can't play it for you guys to hear, so just know that it's awesome.
Oh, God. I'm
Oh,
awake.
now I need to know what it is. I need to know what it is.
Is it, what was that song? Take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to set so free.
Nope.
Something. Oh. Is it,
Is it like Toto?
ooh, like Africa or something
Yeah.
else by Toto?
Is there anything else? I think
I
it's
don't
just
think
that.
so.
I think there's like that, and then like there's like another song maybe, and then there's nothing.
Right. Poor Toto. I mean, if you're gonna have a one-hit wonder, it may as well be that. Oh my God, Terrence's in here. He brought all the balls. All of the balls.
Hello, Taryn.
Hello.
Hello. Are you guys excited for both national holidays coming up?
Yes.
We have
Yes.
Canada Day and then we have
Okay.
America Day,
I'm excited for Canada Day, especially.
and then America Day for the fireworks
Yeah. America
and
Day.
such. America. I think calling it America Day is probably okay.
I think that's better. I mean, Canada Day got it right? You know, it's like it's Canada Day.
Yeah.
Right.
What
The
else
Day
could
of
it be?
Canada.
Yes, it's our birthday.
Right.
Hi,
And
Taryn.
it's our birthday on July 4th as well. Our
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day. Pat, did you see the second Independence Day movie?
Yes, I did.
How far into it were you before you regretted it?
Immediately? Is immediately too wrong of a choice?
It is not.
It's kind of like when you went to go see Jurassic World. You were like, I regret this already,
Yeah.
and yet you still watch it, and you still have a good time. You know, it's like you still have a good time, and you're like, you know what?
Was it? See, I stopped that
It's
one.
a good time.
Okay.
It's one of
Maybe I
those
should
things
pick it back
where
up.
Jurassic World was it wasn't Jurassic Park 3 at least. Jurassic Park 3 was a throwaway because that was during the writer's strike. And
Oh,
so,
no.
and so they didn't have any writers. They didn't have any
So it
guild
doesn't
writers
count.
for the movie. So
Only
Guys,
scabs?
Get this. Dinosaurs. Yeah,
Right.
oh, yeah.
that was the only thing that they had going for it. And so then all they did was they did a lot of action. They did
Yeah.
a lot of action scenes, and that was about
Hey,
it.
more action means less writing.
Right. Exactly.
Kind of.
Yeah. All right. Well,
So-
shall we make an official start of it all?
Yeah, I can do that.
All
Sure.
right. We're gonna throw up our little logo here. We're gonna give it a moment.
Throw it up.
One moment. We are going to go with this, and
You've got too much power.
then
Power
we're gonna
overwhelming.
go with some music over it. We're gonna go with this one. Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to the LB stream.
Hello.
We are on episode 37. We are doing weird news tonight with the one and only Pat Krane.
Hi.
Hey,
What's
happening?
It's nice to have you.
Hey, everybody. So nice to be here. I want to talk about one weird news story before we get going.
Okay.
There was a childhood pet that got stuck in his Habitrail ball and then built guns on it.
Poor
And
Hayden.
yes, I'm talking a little Overwatch right now.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
that's perfectly okay. Hello, everybody. If this is your first time watching the LBS, this is not the LB podcast. This is not the
No.
Lagging Balls podcast. This is the LB stream where we come to have a good time or a bad time, depending on how we feel. But usually it's good.
Let's all have a bad time.
Yeah, let's just do a really terrible show and see what happens. But yeah. So normally we do the LB podcast and we talk about Blizzard games, but here on the LBS we just talk about bullshit. And luckily this time we have our good friend Pat Krane here with us. Thank you for being here. I literally asked you to do this 5 hours ago.
Something like that.
Yeah, so thank you for being a good sport.
I'm like,
These are
sure.
flex.
Yeah,
Sure,
why
why
not?
not?
It's not like it's hard work or anything. I just to sit in front of a camera and make fun of this.
I only get to do it a couple of days a week for the most part. So what's it? So another day, it's kind of rewarding.
Yep.
You know?
Just burning fists all through the night and day.
Sure.
Mornings
Yep.
also.
All that stuff.
I
All that
appreciate it
stuff.
though. Thank you for
thank
being here.
Well, thank
yay.
you for inviting me.
You're always welcome, usually. So, today we're going to do that. We're going to draw from the well of
Okay.
weird news. And so what we do with these is I have curated some weird news from the internet. All I have done is read the headline, so I don't know what the story entails. Thorn and Pat do not know any of these. So what
No.
we're going to do is I'm going to read the title, we're going to react a little bit, then I will read the story, and then we all, us on the camera and you guys in chat, can sort of figure out what the hell's going on with these stories, and these are all true.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Thorn, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm so ready that I even want to bring up a different piece of weird news, so I'm going to save it and we'll come back to it.
Oh, we're all looking up weird news now?
No. It's just something that we
Oh.
Fist and I know about, but I don't know if you know about it.
I don't know about Jack.
Okay, I'm just going to jump into it. Here we go.
I don't know what you mean. Okay.
I'm gonna say what it is so you can know what I mean.
Oh.
There's a certain musician.
Oh Jesus! Now I know what you're talking about.
He once maybe was respected or so, but he's made a recent choice that maybe having us reevaluate that. It has to do with another musician who is a Grammy award-winning musician somehow, but now
What do
they're
you
on
mean
tour
somehow?
together. So,
Somehow.
Fist, you want to tell them who these two people are that are on tour together suddenly in 2018 right now?
Yes, Sting and Shaggy are on a world
yeah.
tour right now.
So did I tell you that I met Shaggy back in the day?
no.
What?
So no, I met Shaggy. I met Shaggy. Well, because I worked in radio for a long time. So I met Shaggy back in 2002 when he was hot and all that kind of stuff. I mean, just after.
He's still a hot girl.
Oh well, yeah. I'm not saying that he's not hot now. I'm just saying he was he was
still
blistering
looks
hot
good
at the time, right?
Today, but
So we did a concert series for the radio station group, and we did it down at this horse track in Minnesota, obviously, called Canterbury Downs. Anyway, so it was this outdoor concert venue thing, and we were there for the entire weekend. And each day, one of the stations would take over essentially and present artists from their lineup. And so it was that day. It was. I'm trying to remember who the headliners were.
was it
But that
Sting?
was no, it was
Maybe that's how they
Shaggy
met.
Shaggy was there for sure. I'm trying to remember if Destiny's Child was that year or if it was the year before.
Oh my God!
But
What a
I
time
got
to be
to
alive.
I got to meet Destiny's Child as well. But
Wow.
I actually got to and then for other radio stations it was like Rick Springfield.
Sure.
And I
Just
found
as
out right. I found out some weird stuff about him as well. But this is about Shaggy.
Right.
So Shaggy, we were all backstage kind of chatting, and this is before the craziness started and all that kind of stuff. It was hours before the doors opened even. And we were just hanging back there, and it was probably a group of about like 5-10 people. And this guy comes up and just starts, asking questions, and we started having a conversation, and it was a really good conversation. And he was just so normal, so nice, so polite, so great. And then he walked away, and I turned to somebody and I go, "That was Shaggy, wasn't it?" And they went, "Yeah, that was Shaggy." So I didn't really know who he was, but I knew who he was, that type of thing. So it was pretty cool.
What was your first clue?
I don't know. It was just one of those things. I knew who was on the ticket. I just kind of guessed. And
he didn't say anything that like clued you in.
No. I mean, he wasn't like doing, any kind of like singing or anything like that.
Nothing like that.
That's
nothing
kind
that
of
clued you in.
Impression. That's a perfect impression of exactly what he did on stage. But he didn't do that backstage. He was just a normal guy. So, what's that? I can't hear you. Why can I not hear you?
Can you hear me now?
There we go. I gotcha.
Oh no. Okay, you guys talk.
No, you're good. You're good. We can hear you
Oh
now.
really?
Good.
No,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
I can't hear Pat,
I got
though.
you now.
That's the
Oh.
weird part.
Oh. Thorne is working some backstage magic.
I didn't do anything. It's something you did on your end.
I don't know. I think I knocked something over. Anyway, you guys discuss Shaggy.
Okay. Well,
Oh, I can hear you now. Okay. So, would you say that like, it wasn't me? It was based on like your personal story? Like, did Shaggy meet you, and then like, he found out like who you were, what you do, and then he wrote the song based on your life?
yeah. Let me ask you
Yep.
this: did anything go
Yeah.
down at the show? Like, did somebody like ruin something or knock something over? And then there was a big to do about whose
Was
fault
me.
it was. Perhaps anything like that at the show.
At that particular show, things went smooth,
Oh, okay.
totally smooth,
like
butter.
like Santana
Yeah.
featuring
Yeah, like
Rob
Santana.
Thomas.
like,
Was it
Matchbox
just like
20.
the
Santana-
ocean
like
over the
Santana
moon, under
riffs.
the moon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
we need to get away from all of this.
No,
now,
we
'cause
don't.
I'm just, like, I'm
No, we
starting
don't.
To, like, feel like I'm good. Like,
Because the point is that Shaggy and Sting are actually going on tour right now.
Yeah.
And that is the weird news, because that's fucking weird.
that's a weird thing.
It's a
Why
little
is-
weird.
Why is this happening? Like, Sting doesn't need this. This is like, does Sting owe Shaggy a friggin' favor? Like, did Shaggy like save Sting's life?
Just
Take
like
a
of all the
bullet for him or
people,
something?
like
Like a life pact, death pact. I don't know what it's called.
That'd be great. They're redoing the entire movie, The Bucket List. They're just redoing all of that
God.
together.
Wasn't Morgan Freeman in that?
Yeah, it was Morgan Freeman and what's his name?
I need
that
to
guy.
look now.
Michael Caine.
Oh,
Was
Mike's
it
okay.
Was it Michael Caine?
Jack Nicholson.
Oh,
Jack
it was,
Nicholson.
no, was it Jack? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was Jack. Yeah, you're right.
Never saw that.
Yeah.
Me either. But I don't really watch movies, so it's surprising. Okay, let's get to our second piece of weird news. Now, remember,
Oh.
I've only read the title, so we're going to react to this. All right, ready? Hotel cancels after group seeks to break world record for largest orgy.
That's understandable.
The
The
hotel did what?
The hotel
Canceled?
canceled after, well, just
It's
before.
a strange title.
Okay,
Just
let's-
before the climax, they canceled. They said it was-
No! It's an
Uh,
entire hotel
we're
worth
done.
of blue balls.
the entire
blue
hotel
burritos.
just
Wouldn't
shut it
want to
down.
walk into that hotel at the wrong time.
Just
Can you imagine how
"It's
many
not
angry people
me."
came pouring out of there?
Just said it's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
Just went, No.
Okay, let's read the story. So,
Okay.
the group, hoping to crush the Guinness World Record for the world's largest recorded orgy, scrambled to find a new place to hold the event after the Las Vegas hotel they planned to host pulled out. The event, called Sin City 8, was slated to occur June 2nd at the Embassy Suites in Las Vegas, but it appears the hotel wasn't aware of what it was getting itself into. We've reached an agreement with the group. Guests of the group are welcome to stay at our hotel, but no events of any kind associated with Sin City 8 will take place in the Embassy Suites. The Embassy Suites told The Blast in a statement. When we became fully aware of the nature of the functions intended to be held at the hotel, we advised the group that the events were not consistent with the standards and the environment we support and consequently will not be permitted to take place at our property. The group,
Right.
which hopes to break the world record held by Japan of 500 people simultaneously having sex, were able to find a new place for their attempt, the Erotic Heritage Museum.
Nice.
Some event goers were offered a shuttle to the museum from the hotel. According to the Sin City 8
Please tell me it was the
website,
Wienermobile.
I don't think so. The hotel was sold out due to the event, but tickets were still available to all events, which included pool parties and workshops.
Workshops.
Pork
Yes.
shops?
That's
Pork shops?
that's fun.
Pork chops. The Fox News request for comment from the Embassy Suites on Monday morning was not immediately returned, and that's it.
So I've put
All
you'll be happy to know there is a website for these events. The website has been linked in chat. It is sincityplay.com. It's safe for work. Because there's just not, there's just a logo and some info about how info will be coming, but is not yet available for Sin City 9. So
It's just all sorts of bodies intertwined. That's
Yeah.
what the logo is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's just a big close up of an orgy.
Just a
not.
big pile up of people. naked people.
Chat, you're killing me right now.
Yeah. Before
I
you
mean-
ever read it in the story, Dazzledorm was like, "The hotel pulled out." He nailed it.
That was really quick.
That's what she said. But okay, so I think that the hotel was like fair, like letting them stay, because they weren't going to put all these people out of a place to stay, obviously. But like I do think it's fair that like maybe a hotel, wouldn't be the best. I mean, it would be the best
Well-
place for a giant orgy, but like.
I mean, were they like renting out like a ballroom?
Yeah, that's what or could
Yeah.
like convention room? A
Ballroom.
ballroom. Oh my
Ballroom.
god.
You
Ballroom.
didn't even react to that somehow. Queued it up.
I never
it was a
expected from
T-ball
Pat.
on
I
a-
don't know why.
It
I don't know why. I
just
never do.
placed it on the tee for you.
Oh.
Uh,
No, like it would have to be like, because if it was more than 500 people, then it couldn't be a bedroom or just a room or a suite.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of friggin' people.
yeah, it would have to be a ballroom.
Yeah. That's funny now. But yeah, and then like
That's
But then-
funny now.
it's funny now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so you get the ballroom and it comes with what? Like tables and chairs, maybe?
Lots of
Yeah.
lots of different stages and
right, like
lots of-
little like rises and stuff like that.
yeah.
There's some
But-
standard
Like you have
issue
to-
stuff.
Right.
So like, what would you need to bring? Like sleeping bags, like air mattresses,
You need
pillows.
soft surfaces for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, something you're something comfortable.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Definitely, and not just like other people, because there's going to be like more than 500 people if they're going to be
Right.
breaking this record.
And because before you put anything in those rooms, that is literally just bad hotel carpet and walls. So
Yeah.
And after they leave, it's even worse hotel carpet.
I have a feeling that it's events like those that are the reason
And-
why hotels have carpet that's that bad to begin with.
and worse walls. I mean, like,
Yeah.
just think about the damage to the walls, everybody, just for
Yeah.
a second.
Like the after spray from all around.
Yeah.
Just don't
Yeah.
bring a black
God.
light to that ballroom.
Yeah, it's like that episode of The Office where they go to that like company, what was it, like a convention or something, and then like Dwight and Michael Scott like turn off the lights, and then there's like stuff everywhere. And
Yeah.
it's like it's either blood or semen. And he's like, oh god, please let it be blood.
Right.
Yeah.
So Dazzledorm mentioned another thing. It has to be one of the best events for Guinness official to witness. I don't know if you guys have been involved with Guinness World Record events before. Actually, Fist, I know you have. with Guinness World Record events, how they have to
Yes.
send an official.
Yes.
Pat, have you done any of these
No.
type of official
What were
events?
you a part of a Guinness World event?
Last year, Thorne and I, we participated in the most number of Jay and Silent Bob lookalikes in one place at the same time.
Yeah, that's kind of lame.
Thanks.
I mean, it seems about 20 years late.
I mean,
Yeah, well.
we broke it. We did it.
won.
We did it,
We did the
everybody.
thing.
We did it.
How
We did
many
it,
were
Reddit.
there?
Yeah. It was like 200 and some. I forget,
Nice.
like 260 or something like that. We were both Bobs though, because we're both a Bob. You're more of a J, I'd say, but we're definitely a Bob. And thank you, Dazzledorn. I do look really good with a beard. You know what? Sometimes I wish that I'd been born a guy, just because I would have been like way hotter, like really hot. Like I'd be a hot dude, so hot. You know? No?
If you're looking for backup for me, I'm out.
Help me.
I know.
Why are you so mean to me?
There's the link to the article about that one. I have yet to see whether either of us are in any of the photos for it, but I am looking for the number.
Yeah. Taryn says
Well-
that pet vomit also glows in the black light, even after it's been cleaned.
That's
Made the
unfortunate.
mistake of looking at our carpet with one. Looked like a murder scene.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
god.
I can only imagine. Like, my pets just barf, you know? Like, they'll just do that.
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be any reason. It's just like, oh, I ate some food earlier, so now I'm going to barf it up. And I'm going to make sure that I barf on either the couch, under the couch, or on any carpet in the house. It's nicer, apparently.
The one good thing that you can see in the photos of this article that I linked for this Guinness World Record is that there is a Guinness official. Now, in this situation, the gentleman is wearing a blue blazer that is kind of the official Guinness colors of the, or similar to them, I think. I don't know if that's
Okay.
like the official getup or not. No, it's not. It's not so blue. It just looks like kind of a normal blazer. Anyway, he's holding like a what do you call those things that you clipboard? Thank you
A
very much.
clipboard?
Yeah, and it says
Oh.
Guinness World Records on it. So he was officially there because you need somebody who's officially from the organization to do all the counting and all the metrics to, make the call about whether you actually break records or not. So when you want to hold one of those events, interesting piece of tidbit about that. That's how this happens. You pay them. You pitch the idea. You pay them to hear it out, and then you pay them to send somebody like this guy.
Yep.
Specifically out there and put him up in a hotel and all that or whatever, and you pay for his time and stuff like that. So it's kind of expensive
Yeah,
to try and
you
do
got to
that.
do it. So,
Well, if you had Jay and Silent Bob money, you'd be
I mean,
okay.
yeah, definitely. And
Right.
if you had the kind of simoleons, the clams, if you will, the doubloons to put up more than 500 people in a orgy convention or whatever the hell it is, then you could probably afford to get somebody from Guinness. And like, I don't know about you guys, but like if I was the Guinness person going to go watch like a record-breaking orgy, I'd go for free. Like that's fine. I will go for free. I'll be
Yeah.
like, I'll go.
It was 284, by the way.
That sounds like a lot of work, though. I mean, orgies just in general sound like a lot of work. And then if you are gonna like officiate over the orgy, that sounds like a lot of work.
Oh yeah, and I mean,
Right.
look, the guy from this photo was like a dapper gentleman. He was like a well-dressed dude in like a blazer, like coiffed hair and such. Like, dude would need like a full-body condom just to walk in the door.
Oh
Hazmat
yeah,
fit.
yeah. Right.
Hazmat. Okay, so let's move on.
That was a great one. That was a really good,
That was
really good
just
starter.
good. Yeah. Okay. This is one I was excited about, so I'm gonna read
Okay.
it now so we don't miss it. The title is "Man Caught Masturbating Tells Cops He's Captain Kirk from Star Trek."
I thought I had that stricken from the record.
Okay, let's find out what Captain Kirk was up to. A man who was captured
Was there a
masturbating.
green woman involved?
I mean, I guess we'll find
Somehow.
out. Maybe
All right.
that's what he calls his hand.
Whoa, hello.
Oh, hello.
A
Okay.
green lady.
The Martian.
Okay, a man who was captured. Masturbating in public on Monday told Florida police officers he was Captain Kirk from Star Trek. Officers from the Clearwater Police Department were called to a bus stop on Monday morning following a report of lewd and I've never seen this
Lascivious?
word before. Lascivious. Ooh,
I'm
ass.
guessing. Is that it?
LASCI. Lascivious. Officers stated that they discovered a man sitting on a bench and touching himself under his pants. The officers noted in a police report that it was obvious he was masturbating. When asked what he was
Terrence is
doing,
practicing the Vulcan crotch pinch.
crotch pinch. When asked what he was doing, the man told officers, "I'm scratching myself." As officers were arresting the man for disorderly conduct, they asked for his name. The arrest report stated the man told him his name was James Tiberius Kirk, the same name as Star Trek protagonist Captain Kirk, famously portrayed by actors William Shatner and Chris Pine. Officers determined the man's real name was James Bundrick, 58, and charged him with disorderly conduct and proving a false name to law enforcement. Bundrick, a native of Georgia, was in prison from 2013 to 2016 for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and delivering a fake bomb threat. His bond was set at $400. Yes.
See, now I would have said that my name was Jean-Luc Picard,
Yeah, it's much more
and
dignified.
I'm just hanging out with number one.
Yeah, I'm.
I mean, just makes sense. It's a buddy picture at that point. It's not.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Oh my god. If I had a penis, I'd call it number one. That's Riker. He's my number one.
And isn't it fitting that this is a Florida guy?
Yeah.
I mean, if you are ever looking for weird news, just pick up any Florida newspaper and you'll be fine.
There's a reason for that, though, isn't there?
Yeah, because they're allowed to release any news, right, about anything.
I don't know.
Yeah,
something.
It's something along those lines. There's something different about the state of Florida's reporting.
There's definitely
of their...
something different about the state of Florida.
No, I
It's
just mean
either,
that's why there's so much more. Just like how there's so many more dash cams out of Russia, because for some reason that they just all have those as standard or something like that.
Interesting.
Well, it's standard because of all the awfulness that is Russia. Like people are stealing cars and the theft is just crazy. So anyway, it's either Florida or Wisconsin for weird news. That's what I found out.
Oh yeah.
What's up with Wisconsin? It's just nothing to do there, so they do weird stuff.
There's
used to live there.
Right.
Can attest.
Right. There's not a lot to do there, except drinking is really fun there.
Sure.
I don't know. That's
Cheese.
about it.
We
Lambeau
need
Field.
no. Yeah, drinking and eating
And the
cheese.
goddamn Green Bay Packers. You motherfuckers.
Yes, of course.
If you drink
Actually-
and eat too much cheese, will you die?
Actually, if you ever go to a Green Bay Packer game, though, it's amazing.
Oh, really?
So,
Never been.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like Lambeau Field is kind of one of those meccas of sports. So if you go to that field, you just you go there and it's just it's so
Someday
nice.
I'm going. Someday.
It's great.
Esports are dying though. They're dead games. Esports is where it's at. I'm sorry. Nobody likes football anymore.
Well, I mean, no, there are very few really bad head injuries in esports.
Yes, that's true. But
So,
In fact, there's a lot of good head in esports.
Yeah.
There may be some good. I don't know. I don't know.
There might be.
I think we're going back to that last story though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Let's get back to the task at hand, you guys. Okay, so if you guys were caught scratching yourself or giving him the Vulcan dick pinch or whatever, what name would you give yourself? What would your alibi name be? What would you think of first?
Thorn.
Hey, wait a minute.
No. I was asking Thorn for his opinion. It wasn't.
Mine would be Buck Rogers.
I think that I came up with mine already.
What?
So Jean-Luc Picard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that's.
You look like a Jean-Luc.
I need to shave my head, but yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Fist.
That's
What would yours be?
I don't know yet, but there's a song. Was it Everybody Knows That the world is full of stupid people. Dishwalla, right? I think.
No.
No. It must be. But then one of the lines is, yeah, you're really says your captain Jean-Luc Picard of the United Federation of Planets, but he won't speak English anyway.
Good
Remember?
song. I remember that song.
Yeah,
I love
that
that
was
song.
a good song. I think my alias would be, I don't know. Every time I come up with a fake name, it's always Tiffany. I look like a Tiffany, don't I? Like, hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm scratching myself. What?
The song is Banditos, and the band was The Refreshments.
Damn it. Who the hell's Dishwalla then?
Another band from the
It's
era.
another band.
Crap. See, I suck. All right, let's move on. Okay, what we got next?
Wait, what's your name?
Tiffany.
Just
Oh, that was your real
Tiffany?
answer?
Just Tiffany. Yeah, just Tiffany
Just
with an I. Yeah.
With
Is
an
it
I.
because you
Hi, Tiffany.
do this in malls and make a tour of it?
I wish. I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Except there's a lot of people because you're in public.
Right.
I mean, there's a bus stop, not a
And what-
mall.
Was that Tiffany?
Yeah. You like
Was
that?
it?
Or was that Debbie
Keep
Gibson?
going.
I think it was Tiffany.
Yeah, it was Tiffany.
Okay.
But I do get Tiffany
Okay.
and Debbie Gibson mixed
I'm
up.
not
Excuse
right,
me.
and I was never
Deborah.
a big huge Tiffany fan, so
Why
I
not?
don't.
What's
I mean,
wrong
I,
with Tiffany?
I had nothing against Tiffany. I just didn't. I didn't get to know Tiffany.
Oh, okay. You never met her because you've met like everybody.
I met everybody.
Yeah, but not
I met
Tiffany.
everybody.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on. All right. Clogged toilet causes air quality incident. NC high school evacuation.
That can happen. That can happen.
I
That's
did
a
not
real
know
thing.
that could happen.
That's a real thing. Methane gas is bad.
That's a lot of.
I know that methane gas is bad. Okay.
I met methane
Uh-huh.
gas at a show once.
Really?
No.
Oof.
Okay. Students and staff members were evacuated from a North Carolina high school on Wednesday after an unknown odor was reported in the area. The smell, which students reportedly claimed caused their eyes to tear and throats to burn, was due to a clogged toilet at South Mecklenburg High School, the Charlotte Fire Department wrote on Twitter. Here's the tweet. Hazmat teams monitored affected area and found nothing hazardous. Odor was caused by clogged toilet. Currently, no students or faculty have been transported.
Wait, I was like, it should be odor caused by Johnny Mecklenburg. He was in there for far too long.
Yeah, he got sent home, and his parents are mad at him.
He had Chili's the night before, and
Welcome to Chili's.
yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. The air quality incident occurred after a maintenance worker plunged a toilet and some students were treated on site. No staff members or students were transported from the school, the fire department said. So like was it like what happened? Did like the toilet like start fermenting because it was clogged, or like I don't get it. Like was it just smelly?
I'm uncomfortable with this.
I'm sorry. I was waiting for you to get uncomfortable. You've been here for like half an hour.
Right. So I don't know exactly what happened, but I am thinking that the stinky kid in school
It's like one kid.
had to go poop, and that was the whole reason. It's
Right.
it's the you know, from the Peanuts cartoon, it's Pigpen. So imagine Pigpen
Oh.
going taking a deuce and then stinking everybody out. That's not. He's the dirty kid.
Poor dirty kid though, like, cause that kid's always getting
I
picked
know,
on
and then
because he's gross.
they like bring him out in cuffs, and they're
Yeah.
like, all right, Stinky,
You've
get
been
in the
arrested.
back of the car. We put a whole stack of those pine scents in the back of the car. We have to take you in, bud.
Please, kid.
We gotta first. We're gonna bring you to the do-it-yourself car wash, and we're gonna spray you
Yeah.
down a little bit. Then we'll bring
Poor
you in.
kid, he just had a lot of fiber. He can't help it. Probably.
He had a lot of
Carrot-
fiber and a lot of Taco Bell.
I mean, that would do it. That would probably kill a man. Like, I could kill a full-grown elephant, probably, or like some kind of seal. I don't know. Taryn says methane produced by 90 cows caused an explosion that blew the roof off a cow shed, and then he linked the story.
And the story is
Oh my
entitled "Cow
God.
Farts Cause Explosion at Dairy Farm."
Cow farts are a big problem, especially when you consider and this is a more serious subject, obviously, but when we're talking about how we eat and all that kind of stuff, cows are extremely bad for the environment, and
Yes.
cow farts are a real problem, not just for the farmers.
Yeah,
Or the
everybody
farts.
go vegan like me, and then you don't have to deal with cow farts.
And they are making burgers a lot better these days, especially
Yeah.
the vegan and veggie burgers out there. So
I went 40 minutes out of my way walking around in 40-degree heat. I mean, not Celsius today, just to get burgers
I
to
was
bring
gonna
home.
say,
Yeah.
yes,
It's hot.
40 degrees Celsius. How hot was it then?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
understand Fahrenheit.
I don't know
Doesn't make
either.
any sense to me. I'm
Beyond Meat
sorry.
burgers, though, you can get them in your local grocery store. The brand is called Beyond Meat. They are
So good.
amazing. They're
So
so
good.
freaking good.
So, lots of cows can cause an explosion, but one smelly kid can cause hazmat teams to
Well,
go
you
to
can-
a.
I mean, it's probably a very
don't know that
clean
it-
school.
That's Pat's version of the story.
This is my
Yeah,
version.
that's like one kid.
This
What's
one
his
damn,
name?
this damn
it's-
kid.
Way
I
to
think
go,
it's one
Jimmy.
kid. Or like it was a bet gone wrong. You know, it was like,
Yeah.
I bet I can fart longer than you can, and then it just turned into something that was just I don't
Way
know.
more than gas.
Way more than gas. Have you guys
104
ever?
degrees.
Like,
40,
okay,
40 degrees Celsius is 104 degrees
it's
Fahrenheit.
hot. It's hot. Man, it's a hot one. Like
Thank you,
7
Techie.
inches from the midday sun. That's our TNA. He's on it. He's on the button. He's on the pulse. He's got this. He's gonna punch you in the face.
Wow.
Not you.
Sounds
but
very aggressive.
yeah. That's what we wanted.
He's just aggressively awesome.
Yeah, it's just
That's all.
aggressive.
All right.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
I think I
Farts.
was singing, and now that's gone.
Man, it's a hot
Yeah.
one.
Okay. So, okay. We've all clogged a toilet in the past, Like, it's just something that happens to every single person at least once in their life. Whether or not, it's, what you, left there, or maybe used too much toilet paper, or maybe, some, outstanding circumstances. It happens.
Pat, I
for
don't
some
know what
reason.
she's talking about. Do you?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, we'll go with
Hey,
your word
you
on
guys
this.
can't just make me feel embarrassed. Everybody clogs the toilet, okay? At least once in their life. But have you guys ever clogged the toilet at the worst possible time? Maybe you're it's your first girlfriend and you go over to her parents' house for dinner for the first time and then you just happen to clog the toilet, or I don't know.
I just keep on thinking about there's a Ben Stiller movie called Along Came Polly,
Yeah.
and where he clogs the toilet so bad, and it's the first time that he's over at her house and all this kind of stuff, and it's
Something
Jennifer
About Mary,
Aniston's
isn't it?
house. No, Along Came Polly, I think.
Oh, okay.
The Something About Mary thing was the
He zipped up his ball sack. I remember that.
so
She's got it covered, Pat. Don't worry.
I remember that.
So Along Came Polly was he clogged the toilet so bad that it was just all sorts of wrong awfulness. It was great.
Terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
I've never done that.
That's not
Never.
true.
I've never done that over at a girl's place.
That's good.
I've never done that over at especially a girl's parents' place. I don't think I've ever done that at somebody else's house, thank God.
Again,
Because that would be weird.
the worst. What do you do? What do you do?
You
Exactly. Panic. The water's fucking rising, and you're like, please stop rising.
There's a story. There's another weird news story about a woman who got stuck in a window, stuck vertically downward in between the panes of a big window in a bathroom because she was over at a date's house and clogged the toilet with poo.
Wow.
And then attempted to scoop it by hand out the window instead, but didn't notice that there's space between the panes of glass. So she then had to reach down in there to try and retrieve it because now there's just
Oh my God.
and there's just poo in between the panes of glass right in the window. So she didn't want that, obviously. So she's trying to reach down in there, and then she fell into it and got stuck. So, however much time would pass that a normal human being would be like, "Are you okay in there?" And she eventually had to be like, "Call the police."
I'm totally cool.
Yeah, so they literally had to she was stuck. They had to call the authorities and pry her out.
I always hear
toilet.
stories about kids that are running around in Home Depot and stuff like that, and then they'll take a poop in one of the toilets.
Yeah.
So they're just like, oh yeah, I just took a turd in one of the toilets.
That's they're there. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I mean, I plan to do that by accident this weekend.
Taryn says he doesn't call it clogging a toilet. He calls it defeating the toilet.
Yes.
That's true. It's you thought wrong,
use your
toilet.
Feet?
No,
Taryn,
no,
you use
no.
your feet to...
No, that's crushing grapes, except not grapes.
That is the shittiest wine ever.
Oh my god. Stop. I regret this. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Okay. Burrito eating driver crashes in Oregon, deputies say. Snack is the only casualty. No.
Oh no!
What? No.
Okay.
He was eating a burrito?
A burrito.
Taco? He was eating a burrito and they called it a snack.
Yeah, that's not a
How
snack.
dare they?
That
How
could be
dare
a
they?
whole meal.
It is a meal. It is a meal. And by the way, burritos, one of the safest meals to eat in the car.
Yes.
I'm
And
not
as a-
saying you should eat in the car. I'm just saying it's one of the safest.
Right.
One of the
I mean,
safer.
it's probably safer than I don't know, a casserole.
Probably.
Probably.
It's probably safer than a hard shell taco.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even hard shell tacos are just they don't make any sense. If you could have a burrito or a taco, or even one of those things that's got a crunchy taco roundy shell in the middle and then it's covered with a burrito.
Right.
it just makes more sense,
Right.
To
Well,
me.
and I don't understand why anyone would eat a food where they have to spin their head 90 degrees. Right? So it's you have a food here and then you have to spin your head to eat it. And it's
Yeah.
maybe rethink that a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah, maybe.
Soft shell tacos are the way to go.
I agree.
Ooh,
Okay.
Ooh, that just makes me want Taco Bell now. I just want to say that I posted the both the image of this woman stuck downward in the window in chat, which is the first link, and then the full story as the second link. It is from the BBC, and it is entitled "Woman Trapped in Window Trying to Retrieve Poo After Tinder Date."
That is awesome. Oh, it was a Tinder date.
It was a Tinder date.
I was just trying to hook up, and then I threw shit in this guy's window.
Dude, never use Tinder again. Never ever. Okay, so
Instead of swipe left, though, it's wipe left. Oh, I like that.
That was a good one, Pat.
that was so good. It hurts.
Right.
I'm gonna move on now.
That is
So they open up this story with a joke. Did this driver need to taco break? It's not a taco, it's a burrito, whatever. Deputies in Oregon said a distracted 20-year-old motorist crashed his vehicle while chowing down on a burrito. They're using evidence of the crash to warn locals against eating and driving. The Multnomah County Sheriff's Office posted a photo of a car which could be seen in a ditch from the side of the road. The driver ended up down the side of Corbett Hill Road, deputies tweeted Thursday. Driver did not sustain any injuries. The burrito was the only casualty.
No.
Several people, encouraged by the police station's sense of humor, replied to the tweet. Pics of the burrito, please. We want to make sure it's going to be okay, one man wrote. Burrito shrapnel was everywhere, a woman joked. R.I. burrito, another one replied, like a rip burrito. The crash took place on Wednesday evening. Okay, so that's it, but we do know that the burrito did not survive.
Oh no.
Well, that poor burrito.
I mean, to be fair, that burrito probably wouldn't have survived anyway.
The burrito was asking for such a fate.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what happens to burritos, you know? Like,
Being so delicious, being
get wrapped
served
up.
out of the
Bean so delicious.
but
yes, bean.
beans so delicious.
Bean here all
yeah.
along.
Right.
Okay.
But it does upset me that they called it a snack because
Yeah.
it's much more than that.
You
It's
gotta get like a burrito that's like the size of your forearm, you know? Like from
right,
here to here. Like
right.
the size of your face, like a face
Especially
burrito.
especially if it comes from like Chipotle,
Yes, Chipotle, because they should have big ass burritos.
right?
I mean,
And
paying
it's
so much for
where
them.
it's the size of your head.
Exactly.
That was literally
Yeah.
like the catchphrase of a burrito place in Chicago. Burrito's the size of your head.
Makes sense. I mean, if I'm gonna eat something, if it's the size of my head, I feel like that's good quality. You know, like that's gonna last.
I feel like it's good quality
Yeah.
of
like-
the diseases I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like my head's like a good size, like it's a good shape. Like if I could have a food like that, it'd be, you know, similar.
You know, face food. That's what I
Yeah.
really want in my life.
That's what we all really want.
Oh,
And speaking of food, here's another one. Hangry woman calls cops because her pizza took too long to make.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This makes sense.
This happened where I'm from. Okay.
What?
A woman in Canada reportedly called police Monday night after her pizza was taking too long to prepare. Ontario Provincial Police were called to the restaurant in Elgin around
The
10
OPP.
p.m. Yeah, around by a 32-year-old hangry woman who complained, along with her 10-year-old son, that their pizza wasn't made in a timely manner. The police constable told news outlets that the authorities warned the woman about how to properly use the 911 system for emergencies. It's for emergency situations in need of police, fire, or ambulance, Constable Sandra Barr said. It's not for pizza calls. Police said there's no evidence to suggest that the mother consumed alcohol prior to dialing 911. So she literally just was hangry.
But after the call, all parties involved were very sorry.
Well, yeah, of course.
Of course.
I mean,
They were all very sorry.
Before, during, and after the call.
Right.
yeah.
But I love how they had to
course.
add that extra line. There was no evidence that she was drunk.
Yeah, no, she was.
Like before you assume anything, she was just nuts.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be weird news if she was drunk, because then it's just like a drunk person doing what drunk people do. But like she was literally just so hungry and then so hangry that she literally just called the cops because her pizza was taking too long. Like we've all been there, you know, like you order food, it takes like hours and hours past when it's supposed to be there, and it's just like, I'm gonna call the cops, but you don't, you know.
Yeah, and the
'cause-
hangry
Right.
is because the hangry is real though.
Well, she didn't actually call the cops. She called the constable, which is
That's the same thing. Pat.
it's so cute though. Constable is just so cute.
My uncle is a constable.
That's so cute.
Don't you just picture him having one of those like bobby hats, like from the,
Right,
the British
or
police,
like
and then
a-
showing up with a
or like a fancy
What's going on there,
mustache and a
hello.
We don't.
and a little billy club that's actually an inflatable thing. 'Cause,
Yep.
I mean, it's a constable. It doesn't sound like it's gonna be real.
Right
there.
Not a real
going on here?
job.
I mean, yeah, we have clubs and stuff, and we ride around on bikes, but still police officers.
But it's like the fun cops. It's not like the bad boys cops that we
Right.
have here in the States. You know?
Yes, the angry,
Police
fed up,
bad-
overworked American
They're not
cops.
beating the shit out of people and
No.
you know, all that kind of stuff.
That's true. That's
They're like,
true.
oh no, you know what? I'm actually here to help.
Yeah, and speaking of, here's another one.
Constables. Cute.
Canadian police catch hissing possum in the shower. Because this is Canadian.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Did they at least cover up the possum before they brought it out of the shower?
I don't know
You're
yet.
asking the important question.
What was it wearing a shower cap? That's what I'm picturing right now.
it's completely
Picturing a
naked,
possum
Pat.
wearing a shower cap
And-
and going, "Hey, could you leave me alone? I'm taking a shower."
I love possums. No, Canadian
Or was it
police.
just playing? Or was it playing dead in the shower? Because
See-
that's what possums do.
They do, and that's the thing about possums is like they will hiss and like make noises and stuff, but like their last resort is to attack. Like their
Right.
first instinct is to run away. They don't want to attack you. Their second instinct is to play dead, and then third is finally attack you. But like they don't want to do that. They're really sweet animals. But anyway, so this one was in the shower. Canadian police say officer found himself in a hairy situation last week when he responded to a call from a British Columbia home. A possum was trapped in the shower. A snap of the marsupial was posted on the Delta Police Department Facebook page on Tuesday. Sometimes when it's nearly midnight and there's a hissing possum in your shower, the only ones to contact for help are the police, the department wrote on the May 30th incident. An officer took an animal control pole along to catch the critter. The possum had its lip drawn back and was foaming and releasing a foul smell, authorities said. The animal
It's the dude from the high school that was just
Oh my God, that's it.
related story right there.
I mean, possum gas is probably pretty bad.
Possum poop.
I don't know. The animal was apprehended and released back into the wild.
He was cuffed.
Apprehended.
They cuffed him. They had little
Yeah.
possum cuffs. They just put him in little possum cuffs.
Welcome,
in the-
Dano.
Yeah, and apparently it's very rare for possums to have rabies because they have a lower body temperature. So it's not true that possums can't get rabies, but they have a lower chance of having rabies. So
All right.
that's the thing. But anyway, see, the thing is about Canadian news is like where I come from. Like I'm from Ontario, so I'm super close to America, and we would always get our fair share of Canadian television channels, but we'd also get a lot of American broadcasting TV stations and stuff like that, which is fine because that means that I know about all of the shows that everyone else grew up on and stuff like that.
Sure.
But it also means that we get all your news. Like we see all of it. We know it all. We know all of your news, whether we like it or not. Like it's always there. And it would be interesting because like American news more often than not would just be like terrible things happening all the time. And then Canadian news would be about a possum in the shower.
Yeah.
Or a raccoon falling through the ceiling. Or a raccoon eating somebody's homework. Or a raccoon stuck in somebody's chimney.
Or a bear.
I mean, bears sometimes.
Possibly an
Moose.
eagle in the attic. You know?
But usually just a raccoon.
Right.
Also,
But yeah.
on screen now, actual photo of the possum in action.
That's
Wonder
not
what's
it.
that?
Pretty sure
it's
that's
a
it.
baby.
Look
That's
at
a
him.
little cute little baby.
Baby possum.
And if it was a cute little baby possum, I'm sure you would be like, "Hey guys, I'm just taking a shower."
Why does it have a little voice?
This is a little baby possum. Sounds like Mr. Hanky a little bit.
It really does. Maybe it should be in a toilet.
I'm just taking a little shower.
Why are you so good at the Mr. Hanky voice? I never knew that.
Practice.
I thought we knew everything about each other, Pat.
No, you don't know the depths of me.
You don't
Really?
know me.
We talk all the time. Well, I guess it's just me talking at you, I guess. You're probably right. Maybe I should
I'm
ask
just
you
like,
questions
just
sometimes.
like a hey fist. Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
just like, good morning, Fist, how are you? And they've got like a
Very.
wall of like, this happened to me, and this happened to me, and I feel sick, and I don't know what to do. And Pat, help me.
And I'm like, oh great. Have a nice day.
Sometimes I'll be like, Pat, I need your help. And you'll be like, oh, I just got back from like mountain climbing or something. And I'll be like, the fuck? Why did you go mountain climbing? Why are you biking around? Why are you swimming? Why are you running? It's weird.
I haven't done that lately. Of course, today it was 40 degrees out. So
Celsius?
we'll just, yeah,
Well, that's hot.
yeah. No, it was very, very warm. It was somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be,
Not sure
like, really
exactly.
hot this
I don't
winter.
understand Celsius a lot, but it's close to there.
Yeah, well, it definitely makes more sense than Fahrenheit, I think. But that's just me. Okay. So we've got time for one more story.
One more.
And I hope that it's good.
Okay.
Because it's the last one. Okay. It's called Dealership Boss Created Misery at Workplace with Flatulence, Nipple Pinching, Lawsuit Claims.
What?
I thought that they weren't going to print that about me.
What? You can't fart and pinch people's nipples?
Sure.
You'll get hit with a lawsuit.
Right.
Okay, let's read about Pat. A Texas car salesman claims in a lawsuit that he had to endure intentional flatulence and pinched nipples for over a year from his former boss. Brett Bland filed the lawsuit against Jeremy Pratt at the dealership's parent company, CT Motors Incorporated, which operates AutoNation, blah, 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 blah. Bland accused Pratt of inappropriate behavior in the workplace
It's
and
pronounced
making...
Pat.
Pat.
Yes.
Of inappropriate behavior in the workplace and making vulgar and rude comments towards him, as well as creating a sexually hostile environment at work and online. Pratt reinforced dominance over his subordinates by regularly entering their enclosed offices, intentionally passing gas, and then laughing as they were forced to breathe soiled air. Pratt was fired from the dealership After
Yeah.
he passed out a flyer at work suggesting that Bland was a sexual offender. Bland also accuses the dealership of retaliating against him because of Pratt's firing. Bland claimed that he was told he'd be fired if he failed to sell a certain amount of cars and that Pratt was allowed to hang around the facility even after he was fired. Bland is seeking damages, but it's unclear how much money he is seeking. So this dude just like walks in and farts and laughs and then tweaks nipples.
Well, you know what that means. It means he likes him. It means he likes.
Oh.
Means he likes you.
Well-
It's the second grade rules of etiquette.
So like these people are going about this all wrong. Like this guy is just trying to, make friends.
He thinks they're besties, man.
Right.
He's like, you know what, man? I love you. I love you, bro.
Excellent. That's
I
interesting.
love you, man.
I love you.
No, you don't, man.
And
I
then,
love
and
you,
then,
man.
I love you, and I'm gonna pinch your nipples.
I mean, obviously that part makes sense to me, but I don't know. Like maybe it's like a pull my
No, I'm
finger type
gonna-
thing. It's like,
And then I'm gonna hit
Pinch
you in
my
the
nipples
arm
with it.
real hard.
yeah, dude, what's up? So my
Alright.
dad used to walk in and fart, like he would just do that, but I don't think he meant to. It was just something that dads do, or maybe it was just my dad. I don't know.
No, I think that dads do that.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't know,
Kids,
but
they
Like,
torture
okay.
them.
this
Yeah.
comment in chat, like Hallis sees, I work in an office environment, in quotes, and saw someone walk over to someone's desk, look them in the eye, open the drawer on their desk, fart loudly in it, close the drawer and said, "Don't open that," and then walked off.
See, that's
Which is
the
amazing.
finesse, like,
That's awesome.
if you have like moves like that, nobody can touch you, not even the authorities. But it'd probably be best to like keep your fingers off people's nipples at least.
It's just, it is, it's a strange
that-
story because it sounds like it could be somebody very immature in a work environment, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Without
Right.
being malicious necessarily.
Right.
Or somebody who is like, or could legitimately be exactly what it is, that somebody's like really trying to get rid of someone else or really trying to make it horrible for everyone, and that like just these middle school ways are the best ways they can think of to do that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you imagine if like that was how we like conveyed, our feeling toward people? Like, could you imagine going to BlizzCon and everybody's like so stoked to see everyone that they just started farting everywhere?
Oh, as in that's a good thing. Like
Yeah,
that's a
it's like a
positive
good
thing.
It's kind of it. So that is kind of like an amalgamation of all the stories that we've heard tonight. Like
Yeah,
everybody
totally.
gets together.
Yeah, like a
We
big
have
orgy.
500 people getting together and
possums.
farting and in a hotel. So
Clogging the
therefore we have
toilet.
the orgy story. We have the school closing story. I don't know where the possum works in, but
I mean,
that
there'd be
could be a thing.
possums, but definitely old men scratching himself under his pants.
Yeah, obviously that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, obviously, if you're gonna be there, I mean,
Right. Right.
I'm Itchy. I'm Captain Kirk.
Jean-Luc
Expect.
Picard. It should be Captain Picard.
Well, when you get caught, Pat, and I'm sure you will at some point, you gotta watch out.
FartCom.
Yeah.
FartCon. Yeah. FartCon would be.
FartCon 2018, where everybody goes to like get severely blinded by methane gas, and then the roof explodes.
She blinded me with science.
And farts. It was really weird.
And I think we'll leave it at that, everybody.
And
So
scene.
that was a show. That was really fun, Pat. I'm so glad that you were here to share this with us.
I am so. I'm not sure if I'm glad or not. Can I just reserve judgment on this
I mean, yeah.
for a little bit? I like you guys.
Safe.
I still like you guys.
Oh, you still
I'm
like
not-
it? Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I feel about all the things tonight, but
No. I'm sure.
That's
I
all
don't
right.
know.
I'm
like
just
that-
kind of disappointed that they went ahead and wrote that story about me. So
Hey,
you know.
I mean, that's what you get for going to Florida. They're gonna write about you. You gotta stay out
Yeah.
of there, Pat, if you're gonna do weird shit in public.
Right.
Not like this, though. I mean, this is kind of like doing weird shit in public, but
Yeah, kind of.
within reason.
Right. Wipe left, everybody. Yeah. Thanks, Dazzlethorn.
Wipe
Wipe
left.
left.
Wipe left.
All right. Well, thank you everybody in chat for watching. Thank you, Pat, for being here and doing this with us for some reason. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for
you
inviting me.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you add a certain class and wisdom that we would never be able to provide ourselves.
Strange
So.
words
And
for tonight.
can I just make a little note on today's show? I think I was the only one who swore on the stream.
Really? I mean,
And I did it.
No way.
And I felt
let
kind
your
of weird.
hair down.
I know.
It's like the
We're go-
roles have reversed.
We're gonna need some
Right.
instant replay on that. I don't know if I trust that.
Yeah. I mean, we could shove it all in at the end here, but
Giggity.
exactly.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.
Great show.
so
Thanks,
much.
Pat.
Have a great
Thank you.
Canada Day on Sunday, everyone.
And
Have
a
great
good
weekend.
American Day on the Wednesday.
Yes,
What
good
if-
America Day and good
Yes.
Canada Day.
Yes.
And good day to all of you. We love
Hey.
you. Do we
All right.
have anybody to throw it to?
Let's see.
Gizmo's on. Throw
Gizmo
it to
is.
Giz. Throw it to
Oh,
Giz.
nice.
We're gonna go
right, hold on.
raid Gizmo.
Hold on.
Tucky Taco confirms.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Pat?
Yeah,
Are you
I
drunk?
no. No.
Are
Now?
you sure?
No. Now? No.
Okay, what are we saying
get
when we
my-
go to Giz's channel?
Wipe left.
Wipe left.
Best joke of the night.
That was pretty good.
But yeah, guys, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. We love you guys so much. And we'll have another Lagging Balls podcast out this weekend. And we will see you guys next Friday.
Thanks, everybody. We're gonna ride out on some
Yeah.
music with an overlay.
Wipe left.
Bye.
Right.
Bye. Bye. Scratching my face. Scratching my face. Face gets itchy. I'm scratching my face. That was fun. Are we still on? Alright, now we gotta see how Gizmo reacts to this. I don't hear him.
I don't hear it. I'm not plugged in.
Yay!
Now I am.
Look at him, he's so cute. Oh, and he's wearing his CPR shirt.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it is. Nice shirt.
And of course, he's wearing a Kansas City hat.